What's up, everybody? Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing That Just Happened, which is complete the level of the library on Heroic or Legendary without dying. So you want to start the level, the library on Heroic, and you want to go under Guilty Spark over there like I just did, and then grenade jump onto that structure type thing, that boxy looking thing. Then you just want to head over here. We're despawning some enemies over here, and then you want to head in this hallway and backtrack a little bit. You need to go under Guilty Spark again to get him to move forward, or else he'll just stay there the whole time. But don't worry, nobody is going to spawn in here except for these 2 carrier forms and 2 combat forms, and they don't really shoot at you or anything, and they don't follow you once you get to this point. And we have despawned all the people in this area too that we're about to head into, so makes this whole first section very easy. And we're going to get to this first door out of 10 with no problems at all. The grenade jump could take a few tries, but once you get good at it, you are home free. Also, you could use Bandana for this, and it makes it way easier. But I did it without Bandana in case... this is for the Master Chief Collection, which you have Bandana unlocked by default, and you could use it at any point. But in case you're happening upon this for the standalone Halo Anniversary achievement, you don't have it by default. So just in case you don't have it, you want to throw a grenade in there, and there's 2 combat forms that spawn, and there's a shotgun guy in there. So obviously, you want to grab that shotgun. So you want to keep an eye on the weapons flying out of there. And then you progress this way, and you want to take a left and hug the left. There's going to be people jumping down behind you and to the right of you and behind you. They're all over the place. But just keep an eye on your radar, and you can tell where they're coming from. People jumping from there. Grab the overshield here, and then you could actually recharge your entire shield, because it'll probably be a little down at least at that point. So that's that. They will follow you. You want to throw a grenade down this hallway, because there's always like 4 or 5 combat forms that spawn there. And the 2 weapons you definitely want to have are the shotgun and the pistol. You start off with the pistol, so you want to grab that shotgun that I mentioned earlier. And then you jump up here. And there's going to be no more combat forms coming at you for a little bit, at least. You want to jump up here because there's carrier forms right around that corner. So I just kind of jumped over them. You want to have a frag grenade ready. That was a shitty frag grenade, so I ended up having to use both of mine. But there's just because there's a ton of enemies that spawn and come out of this section like you just saw. And that is floor number 1 out of 4. Are you still with me? You still alive? It's only been like 3 minutes. Whew. That's I think that's probably one of the most active floors. Perhaps the most active floor. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna skip this. There's an encounter up here that could be problematic, but we're gonna totally skip that. We're gonna skip it by not going far enough to activate it. So you want to go, there's health down there, by the way, in the trench I just jumped over. You want to go until it says hold your position until the monitor returns. And then right when it says that, you want to come back here and jump up on the structure and just sit here and wait it out. And the monitor will return eventually after like 30, 45 seconds or so. And you will be able to go through this part without having to fight any combat forms that spawn. Normally you're fighting tooth and nail in this section with a bunch of combat forms that spawn. But by being here, they do not spawn, which is nice. You can just sit here and wait. And you'll notice Guilty Spark will come around from the left side. You can see he just spawned on my radar. And now he's flying around. And just follow him to the door that he will open up. And there's 2 frags and a health pack right there. Grab the frags. You definitely want as many of those as you could get. And the health if you need health. And you want to not go down that hallway where I was looking at those people, those flood forms, and you want to just jump over here, crouch jump over these structures, and you will bypass all of those people as well. Walking, walking, walking. And the fourth and final structure you got to jump over, and then you take a right to this doorway. And this doorway actually gets stuck, but you could speed up your run by grenade jumping onto it. It gets stuck open like this, like half open. You could grenade jump up onto here. You don't have to. The only things that come at you while you're waiting for the door to fully open are infection forms, the little tiny guys. So you could easily take care of those guys if you're not comfortable losing a little bit of health. But if you are comfortable doing that, it does make it a little quicker. Obviously, if you're going the safe route, you would want to just hang back and take care of those infection forms in exchange for keeping all of your health bars. All right. So there's going to be a couple carrier forms down here, the big blobby guys that explode. So don't just dash around the corner, because you'll be met with an explosion in the face, perhaps death, dismemberment, pregnancy perhaps. All bad things. All very uncomfortable. You don't want to have to deal with that. Shoot that guy. He's going to jump down. I like to throw a grenade up there, because there's a few people who spawn up there. But you don't want to just speed into this section, because there are a lot of people with guns that will tear you up. So you want to kind of shoot some people, shoot a couple people, then back up, because they have things like needlers and assault rifles that could really tear into you when you're in a narrow hallway like you're coming from. But then we're going to speed through this part. And watch out, because there's rocket flood. As you can see, they just shot one at me. So you want to target those people. And also, if there's carrier forms next to them, the big blob guys that explode, you could kill one of those to, in effect, kill the rocket-wielding flood. I almost die here. But, as fate would have it, I survive. And if you have Bandana skull on, you could obviously take your time, much more time doing this, and just throw grenades constantly and kind of saturate the area with grenades, and that way you're not putting yourself at risk of dying as much. But this is kind of a speedy way to do it. But just keep your eye on the radar. And if you're having trouble, I ran through a couple sections, and if that's not floating your boat, you're not able to pull it off as easily. Just take your time, kind of poke your head out there and get them to spawn and jump down, and then just back up and take care of all of them, and then continue on. There's a few waves that will spawn, so it's kind of frustrating, but it's definitely safer. At this point, you want to pull out your pistol and shoot those people from far away in a galaxy somewhere a long time ago. And so that's those guys. And then you got to jump down into this trench. And there's going to be some guys to the right all the way at the end of the hallway. So pull out your pistol again and just tear into them, or start tearing into them. And it looks like we're good. They'll probably pop up again. At least a couple of them. But take out your shotgun once you get close to them. Then there are the lovely carrier forms. So watch out, especially when they explode, because there might be frags or plasma grenades that the combat forms left on the ground once you kill them. So those might cause a chain reaction if you're too close. And if it goes off anywhere near me, I'm dead, because you can see I only have 1 bar of health. So I thought that might be another carrier form that was causing my radar to fluttershy, but It was just infection forms. Yeah, I said Fluttershy. Come at me, bro. So at this point, you want to throw a plasma grenade right about there, because there's going to be a combat form just sitting there. If you don't have any grenades to spare, don't worry about it. You could just shoot him with a shotgun. It's just like a preemptive thing I like to do. Don't throw a frag because it won't fall down at that person. It'll just bounce off the wall away from him. The plasma grenades are good for if you want to hit a wall and just have it land right at the base of the wall, like I just did. At this point is mostly carrier forms, who are pretty easy to deal with, especially in a wide open area like this. So the place we're supposed to go is through this door and to the left, but we're going to avoid that like we did downstairs. So I throw a grenade here because there's a rocket flood guy. You can see he already got a shot off on me. Try to not let that happen. But if he does, hopefully you sidestep it. You just want to make sure that rocket flood dies because he's always there and will come after you and your family and your children's children and your children's children's children, like Captain James Hook. Do you hear me? Anybody? Anybody watch Hook? Hook reference? All right. Maybe, maybe not. It's an older movie, but it's a good one. You should just check it out. Pay homage to Robin Williams. All right, so there you could see that I went the long way around that circular area, and I could have gone the shorter way, but when you do that, it spawns people in this area. So just avoid that. Go the long way. I know it sucks. It takes a little bit more time, but whatever. There's health there. You saw me pick it up. People jump out of this trench, so just be aware of that. Shoot that guy with a pistol. And you don't have to... I had a mental lapse right there. You don't have to go down there. I thought that was the way to go, but alas, it was not. So we should be pretty good from here to the next part. Just keep an eye on your radar again, and you should be able to book it to this point. There's not that many people here. I don't know why there was a shotgun there. There's normally not. There must have been a giant explosion I didn't know about propelling that there. But anyway, this is the section where you're trapped between two of the large doors you need to go through. But just go to the far side and hide here. And they actually cannot... well, they just don't detect you here. Don't shoot your gun or throw any grenades because that will draw attention to yourself. But you could just stand here, and the door is scripted to open after like a minute and a half or so. So you don't have to kill any of the enemies, actually. This could be a problematic room for a lot of people, so... This just totally negates the need to be good at this section. But anyway, I got a little bit of time to talk, I guess. You should check out my channel. Subscribe if you would. You could go to the channel and search for a bunch of achievements. I got a ton of achievements up now, focusing on the Master Chief Collection right now, and I got a bunch out for previous Halo games as well. And the goal of the channel is to eventually get guides out for every single achievement for every single Halo game, and also commendation guides for games like Halo Reach and Halo 4 had commendations. So I'm putting guides out for those as well. So the goal is to have a central hub, one channel for all your Halo needs. So that's that pitch. Hope you subscribe. Hope to see you around. And we're back at it. The door opens and you may continue on. At this point you want to throw a frag grenade, which I always forget to do because there's a shit ton of people, as you can see right here. Whoa. I always forget to do that. I think it's because I just have that minute and a half or so to not think or do anything while I'm waiting for the door to open. And then it opens and I'm like, oh, I'm home free, sick. And then I run into that mob of people and I'm like, fuck my face. But anyway, I digress. We're on the elevator. And we're almost done, fellas. There's some health right there, if you need it. Steer clear of the carrier forms. They're kind of just standing around at the exit of that elevator area. And there's going to be some people jumping down. Just shoot those guys. And you're supposed to go through the tunnel here, but if you're feeling cocky or comfortable, you got full health, you could grenade jump up onto here. And don't worry, there's a health pack right here. It avoids having to go through that tunnel, which is full of enemies. And it saves you a little time. And then you can just stay right here like we did in that other section, and the door will open on its own after a set amount of time. So don't try to do that grenade jump if you have very, very low health, or if you have a low shield. You might have taken some hits from when you were running past those enemies right before that part, so just keep an eye on that. Also, you want to use frag grenades when you're grenade jumping. Don't use plasma grenades, because there's... I'm not sure if you could plasma grenade jump normally. There's definitely way more of a chance you're going to die. I don't even know if you could do it at all without some kind of energy shield, or overshield rather, or something else, but just stick to frags. Some health down there if you need it. And then we're just kind of speed by this part. You're going to see some people spawn on your radar, but never fear. They're just carrier forms, so they're slow as shit. And they're not going to catch up to us. Jump over this gap. And this is the last door, the 10th door that we're coming upon right now. And just be aware there's people kind of hiding in the alcoves as you run by. You saw me turn to the right and left, and there were some people there. So the door gets stuck, but some flood forms actually jump through it, and you saw me throw a plasma grenade to hopefully blow up some of them as they jump through. But you could actually run very far behind me where I am right now. So if you need to back up, feel free. You got a lot of room to work with. I'm already back very far, and I could go back even further. I don't know if I turn and look at it to show you how far you can go, but it's quite a ways. Yeah, so you could even wrap around a corner over there. And there's nobody that's going to be spawning behind you at this point, so... just allowing them to jump on me and kill themselves. They take down my shield, but I'm in a controlled setting where there's no more combat forms, so I just let them do it. Just get them out of my hair. It's better to do that or get rid of them in another way before you have no shield and they each take down 1 health bar, which is horrifying. But anyway, go to the left over here instead of going straight at the beam of light, and you'll avoid all the enemies that are spawning over there. And then you can just jump up over here like we did in previous levels, and just jump onto this octagon, duke it out, UFC style. And that's it. Congratulations, you have unlocked the achievement. That just happened, and now you can brag to your friends and tell them to shove it. Thanks for watching, guys. Click like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you for the next one.